Pink and gold, a great combination if you like cottage style, English country, or French Provencial. It's dainty and feminine, but is it too daring for decorating your home? If you're drawn to pink like I am, maybe you've looked for ways to incorporate it, even if it's only in one space. I've loved pink ever since I received a copy of a little book called Carolina when I was 5 years old. There's something about pink and gold that seems rich and cozy. Let me show you how to create this look on similar items. Now, those of you who love sunflowers, please don't be upset with me on this first project. Yes, I painted over these sunflowers. I will use 2 coats of blush pink chalk paint on all 3 of these items, and the gold trim also covers in just 2 coats. I have all of these supplies listed in the description below the video. On the trim, I would recommend that you paint the edges of the trim pink instead of leaving the trim a dark color, as I did here. Pink is much easier to cover with the gold paint than the dark color was. The next thing I'll show you is how to get a crisp, even line for painting on your gold trim around the edges. What I'm doing here is marking off a 1/2 inch from the edge all the way around this piece, and that's going to be where I will draw my line to give me an even edge to paint out the gold trim on. Now I need to show you what I used to decoupage these pieces. This is scrapbook paper that I found at Walmart at a very good price. This one was out of stock in the store, but I found it on the Walmart website. It's heavier paper and similar to rice paper, but without the texture. There's 12 sheets of 8-inch by 8-inch pages, and it was around $6. These larger books were around the same price. They're about 8.5 by 11-inch pages, or the same as A4 paper, and they're more of a background image for scrapbooking, but they had some really pretty colors and patterns. There is a 12-inch by 12-inch version of this book. It has 50 pages, and it's the same price. Sorry for that noise. My kitties are playing. Although I'm not going to use this book for this project, I did want to flip through it and show you what pretty patterns this book has. To use these roses in my design, I'm going to use a wet paintbrush to soften the paper enough so that it tears easily. This will also give each rose a shabby edge, which adds character to the design. This step in the project took a little time to figure out which pieces would look best with transfers and which would look best with decoupage. Since the decoupage patterns were a bit smaller, I decided on transfers for the sign. I will check Myra's IOD affiliate link to see if the IOD transfers I'm using are still available. I bought these transfers about 6 or 7 years ago when I had a little shop, and I sold IOD products. These are some of the last few in my stash, so I've been a little stingy with them. Myra is our good friend over on Farm Fresh Designs 59, and she has a link to all of the wonderful IOD products. As usual, I will list that information in the description below the video. My goal here is to cut out just the blossoms and create a soft bouquet for the center of the sign. I'm adding a few roses from another IOD transfer booklet to complete the design. As I lay out the pieces, I can get an idea of how to balance the roses and include extra leaves and wispy rosebuds so it looks natural. The steps for applying the transfer are to first burnish the transfer with the tool included in the set, and when you're sure that the surface of the transfer has been completely covered, gently pull away the clear cellophane. If there's any resistance, use the burnishing tool again in that area until the cellophane pulls away easily. Use the cellophane to gently rub over the transfer to ensure the edges are smooth. I did have a problem area on the large pink flower on the left. I didn't make sure the edge was completely adhered and it separated from the rest of the flower when I pulled up on the cellophane. But it's an easy fix if you do something like this. I just used the same thing to attach the missing piece as I'll be using on the decoupage pieces. It's a flat finish, water-based top coat made by Sweet Pickins. Probably any decoupage medium would work, but I really like the flat finish on this top coat. So let's take a look at all of this pink and gold. It's certainly dainty and girly, and I love it. Does it pass for cottage style or English country at all? Or is it a little too much like a rich piece of chocolate cake and just a little over the top? Let me know what you think. I have a few more pictures for you of this completed project, and I think I have the right little spot for these yummy pink and gold makeovers. I hope you enjoyed these projects. To watch more of my videos, you may click on the link I have listed in the description, and I've also listed supplies. I hope you will give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Those two things really help my channel. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you in the next video.